Let's go.
Thought I'd play it for a couple of hours to see if it was good. It's okay. Me and my friend got a nuclear submarine and tried to bomb a kindergarten. And after multiple failed attempts, we decided to attach C4 to the torpedo bay, and after blowing it up, we sank to the bottom of the ocean, which was around 500 meters, and then the water started to flood in. So I locked my friend outside the control room and listened to him scream for a few minutes before he drowned. Now I sit in knee-deep water, listening to the creaking and cracking of the hull and the occasional bobbing against the door due to my friend's corpse. 10 out of 10 game. Starting guide. 1. Build boat. 2. Spawn boat. 3. Watch boat sink. 4. Edit boat. 5. Spawn boat. 6. Watch boat sink. 7. Edit boat. 8. Spawn boat. 9. Watch boat sink. 10. Edit boat. 11. Spawn boat. 12. Watch boat sink. 13. Edit boat. 14. Spawn boat. 15. Celebrate that it doesn't sink, but notice the engine won't start. 16. Cry in a corner. Stormworks is the only game where you can spend hours making a vehicle, then proceed to not use it, and instead spend more hours making another vehicle that you're never going to use. There is no end to this cycle. I can't stop. Please send help. Fantastic game before the space DLC. That sufficiently rustled my jimmies. My jimmies have never been so rustled. None of my boats with fluid jets work. My friend's steamboat does 150 miles per hour now and spins at Mach Jesus. I do not think my jimmies could be any more rustled. Update. The devs have been hard at work to repair the game, and while it is 98% back to stability, there are still a few issues with engine cooling. Currently, my only non-overheating creations make use of a jet turbine engine. While this isn't super upsetting, it isn't exactly nice early game given the price of jet fuel. Jimmies are only slightly rustled at this point. All this being said, I still say this is a great game. The Creative Workshop's level of technology is like that of a god. 1. Build machine. 2. Watch machine not work. 3. Edit machine. 4. Machine still doesn't work. 5. Give up. 6. Download machines from workshop. I got a helicopter. I flew my helicopter. I aimed my helicopter at a hospital. I parachuted out of my helicopter before it crashed. I got home. I loaded up Stormworks. I built a submarine. I programmed everything. The battery stopped holding a charge. I added a diesel generator. Now it's capsizing. I added a stabilization system. The submarine became heavy and started sinking. I added ballast tanks. It became unwieldy. I added rotating propellers on the sides. I accidentally broke the water pumping system pipes during the process, and the boat sank. I made bypass pipes. In the process, I incorrectly connected the microchips and had to reprogram the autopilot and torpedo launch systems. Then you notice it's morning, and you have to go to work at your research and engineering institute. It's okay, I guess. I've only put in 2,206 hours. Might ask for a refund. Awesome game. 4,432-hour update. Still thinking about it. Need more time to be truly sure. I logged on the day after the Ocean Gate Titan crash, and I found over 300 copies of it. Friend and I got capsized by a giant rogue wave. I made it to the David lifeboat first. He got stuck in the engine room. Launched without him. 11 out of 10 would leave friend to drown again. Kerbal C program. He created a design for a vessel, and when he launched it, it turned out to be a submarine. You can try for 3 hours to build a vehicle, and then give up and download someone else's. It's great. I haven't slept for 37 hours since I bought the game. 37 hours on record currently. Help. I spent 2 hours designing the boat, finally launched the test model, and it sank like a stone. 10 out of 10 sinking boats. Boat in ocean. More friends, more boat. Plane. Plane crash. Boat crash. Game crash. More boat. Computer crash. Haha. Funny ocean game. 10 out of 10 would boat again. I decided to make a plane, looked at the guide, and made a dumpling in 4 hours. I'm a professional pilot, firefighter, conductor, captain, astronaut, Navy SEAL, philanthropist who occasionally hits the fattest tsunami waves next to a megalodon on the weekends. 10 out of 10. This is a game where you can create a real communist machine that will fly on jet engines, launch missiles, and broadcast the Soviet anthem to persuade the local population. 11 flying mausoleums out of 10. One thing this game teaches you is that everything can be broken with a welding torch and fixed with a medium warhead. A very interesting game. I spent an hour watching the tutorial, thinking I'd figured it all out. But yeah, I started the first mission 4 times, and the boat kept flipping over. Yikes. I tried to lighten the boat and made it a submarine. Too difficult. I'll put it off until I'm smarter. Slavic, 26. P.S. I'm already 28. I work as an engineer in construction, and it hasn't gotten any easier. Playing this game is like trying to do backflips underwater without getting water in your nose, but the water turns into rats, and the rats take you away and encase you in wax. After 800 hours, I feel confident in saying that the storms do indeed work. Crash boats and planes in the Coast Guard, go home, play Stormworks, and admire how the crashes are similar. 10 out of 10. If you're a fan of spending half an hour flying to save someone, then crashing because you ran out of fuel, then have to restart, this is the game for you. Great game. When I was little, I used to ask myself what I would do if I had 4 to 5 lives. At least in this game, after becoming a submarine commander, I could fly a plane, then rescue people with an ambulance, and then go to put out a fire. P.S. I didn't play multiplayer, I controlled the whole submarine alone. P.S. It lags sometimes. P.S. Don't throw burning cigarettes in the forest or anything. I'll shove the helicopter rotor up your edit after weeks. With the weapons DLC, I'll hunt down those who throw burning cigarettes in the forest like pheasants with the A-10C GAU 8 Valley Run, plus tomahawks launched from the R. Lee Burke-class destroyer.
Does it take over a day to make a vehicle?
Sure. Does it work first try? Will you work on vehicles you will use once and then never touch again? Yes. Do you enjoy suffering trying to make the perfect vehicle? Maybe. You will spend weeks of your life wiring up and setting up all the logical components for a tiny lifeboat, and you will love it. This game will make you take college-level courses to bomb someone you don't like. Would recommend. Hello? I downloaded Stormworks on Mac and the sound is broken, and the more I make the screen bigger, the more it will lag. Can someone help? I recommend playing with your best buddies, because solo kayak sea rescue is way too difficult for beginners. Half an hour went from locating the boat on the map to searching the sea and finding the burning vessel. It felt like I was doomed. To make matters worse, I forgot to turn off the engine, causing the kayak to run aground. I swam home alone for another 10 to 20 minutes, losing the boat and over 7,000 yen in debt, crying. Starts career with friends, goes to save people from flaming boat. On our way to the hospital, friend attaches rope to boat and falls off. The boat jumps 30 feet up in the air like a majestic whale and then capsizes. Everyone dies, including the survivors of the fire. Stormworks. Build and rescue is exactly what I've been wanting for a long time. If you're a nerd like me, then you'll enjoy building your dream vehicle, crashing it within the first 10 seconds, and then spending hours figuring out why your plane/helicopter mixed vehicle spins uncontrollably into space. When you finally figure it out, you'll feel extremely accomplished, until you look on the workshop and see how much more amazing other people's builds are. I think I'm going to spend a lot of hours on this game, and I recommend that you do too. This game allows me to go crabbing on a boat. Every so often I see an AI take over an island. That is not my problem. Getting these crabs sucked into the funnel is my problem. This game is best enjoyed listening to good music and crabbing.